Good evening, I'm Samantha Souza.
And I'm Coleman Drew. This is the Great Wide Way Report.
And now for Broadway's top news stories. Despite an initial lack in ticket sales, the producers of the recent revival of The Miracle Worker have decided that performances will continue in hopes that momentum will grow.
In an attempt to bring in an audience, the producers have also come up with a VIP ticket, which they call the Helen Keller Experience.
What's the Helen Keller Experience?
Well, Sam, basically, once you're in your seat, an usher blindfolds you, places earplugs in your ears, and gags you. Due to the state of the nation's economy, more and more shows are opting to go non-ec. The newest to be added to the list are Spam-A-Lot, Spring Awakening, and Legally Blonde.
Oh, speaking of Legally Blonde, when did Laura Bell Bundy get so fat?
Sam, that's a picture of Carly Jibson.
Oh my god, she looks great. Ace Young, Kyle Riapko, and Diana DeGarmo, along with the rest of the new hair tribe, have set up camp at the Al Hirschfeld, with a majority of the original cast heading off to London for a year.
Yes, Sam, I know how long they'll be gone.
Well, I mean, think of it this way, Coleman. Now you don't have to ask me if we're within 250 yards of the Al Hirschfeld every time we hang out in Midtown. What? That's a good thing!
Oh my god, Sam, have you seen the new commercial for American Idiot?
Yes? How badly do I want to see that show?
I can't wait to see it, but the commercial totally reminds me of something else, but I can't put my finger on it.
Huh.
It's the bitch of living for me. La vie bohème. 'Cause you know, there's something like seasons of love. Without you. Blah, 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 blah.
Can we just address the elephant in the room, please?
Do you mean Dumbo?
Disney has announced that its next potential Broadway musical will be Dumbo, based off the 1941 animated film. Really? Because there aren't any other better options out there?
This brings us to our newest segment, Why the Fuck Are You Not a Broadway Musical with Samantha and Coleman. First on our list is Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. Come on! Why are you not a Broadway musical already? I mean, beautiful score. It would lend itself so well to the stage. The set, the costumes, puppets.
Oh my god. Plus, it could be marketed as a seasonal show, like running at the end of September, all the way through Halloween, Thanksgiving, the whole holiday season, up until like the end of January. Ka-ching, ka-ching.
And you already have a huge following. It's a cult classic.
Yeah. Thinking of the casting situations, we thought maybe John Gallagher Jr. as Jack Skellington.
And maybe like a little Allison Case as Sally.
That'd be precious.
So cute. Next.
Hunchback of Notre Dame. It already has an amazing score by some Broadway vets, Stephen Schwartz and Alan Menken. Hello! Think of the songs. Out There, Topsy Turvy Day, God Help the Outcasts.
Which brings us to our casting for Esmeralda. Sada Ramirez, please.
Tony.
Another one, please. Sign her up.
Hey, Tony.
Tony. Next on our list is not technically a musical, but it could be easily. Hocus Pocus.
While there isn't any music in the movie, we thought the team behind Avenue Q would be perfect to write the score. They have the ability to make you cry but laugh hysterically as well, which is perfect for this kind of quirky movie.
Totally, totally, totally. Now, ideally, if the three women who didn't originate the roles in the movie didn't come over to the Broadway...
Bette Midler.
To die.
To die.
If you didn't get someone like that, you could totally get someone like Mary Testa and...
Marissa Jarrett Winokur.
Yes, and Annalee Ashford to play the...
Amok. Ah! Hilarious.
Hilarious.
So good.
Next.
Anastasia?
Now, we know it's not Disney, but it's still an amazing animated film.
Oh my god, it's one of the best animated movies that's came out during that, like, 90s period.
When I was young.
And it already has an amazing score by some more Broadway vets, Aarons and Flaherty.
So hot.
So just continue, write 8 more songs, you're done. Broadway musical. Plus, Aaron Tveit.
Or Gavin Creel.
Would be amazing as Dimitri.
And, like, a newcomer, like Sierra Boggess, only a new version of her. Not someone that's all dead and tainted with Love Never Dies.
She could be fabulous.
As Anastasia.
Done.
Done.
This has been Why the Fuck Are You Not a Broadway Musical with Samantha and Coleman. Coleman, have you heard about Ricky Martin being cast in a potential upcoming revival of Angela vs. Evita?
Yes, and it totally makes sense to me. Because when I think of Argentina's First Lady, Eva Perón, I think...
Speaking speaking of Andrew Lloyd Webber, the reviews are out for the much-anticipated new musical, Love Never Dies, the Phantom sequel. And, well, I mean,
some people say that it's a great night in theater.
Yeah.
And others say that the damn thing should have never been written. Here are some of the more memorable notices.
The Daily Mail says there's a death scene so long that it might reignite the euthanasia debate.
And our very own American, Bent Brantley, states, the poor sap of a show feels as eager to be walloped as a clown in a carnival dunking booth. And if you don't know the first Phantom, you will be very confused. And if you do know the first Phantom, you will also be very confused.
Oh, God. The London Sun says, but fantastic? Afraid not.
And Theater Mania about the sets. A cross between a Bond's villain's lair and the Addams family's attic. The moral of the story? Don't write sequels to musicals.
Unless you're William Finn. Well, that does it for this episode of The Great White Way Report. I'm Samantha Souza.
And I'm Coleman Drew. Check back next time for more Broadway updates. And remember, break a leg, Broadway!